podcast, baby. Two Mikes, two dads. None of us named Mike. All 100% information that you need for your daily life. Coming at you. JFK,
Exactly.
J fucking Kaiser, the Reverend T Ninja Zilmer coming at you from the wonderful Chippewaffles area. Am I saying that right? Chippewaffles? Yeah,
Chippewaffles.
Chippewaffles area. And I'm in
Actually,
Waukesha.
technically, I'm in Lake Wissota, but
Well, if you want to get technical. Technically. But
technically,
so this is we're gonna start off right here. We're gonna take one here and we're gonna toast it. We lost another good one, my
we
friend.
lost a good one. We lost Mox,
We lost him. Jonathan Moxon, aka James Van Der Beek, baby.
aka
Dawson.
Dawson. Honestly, I could admit I was a Dawson Creeks fan.
Yeah, man. That was a good show.
It was a good show. I found out about him during Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
Come on, Mox, you skinny little bitch.
I don't want your life. Oh, let's play 48 minutes for the next 48 minutes. Or wait, 48 years, 48 minutes for the next 48 years of your lives. I say fuck that.
Right?
Yeah, dude, you know he had 6 kids?
Yeah, he has a kid the same age as my daughter.
Really? And he's 48? Man.
Yeah, and he has a kid that I think I said his oldest was born in 2010. So he waited
Yeah.
until later in life, but
He did,
man,
like us. Yeah, and that's good. Nothing wrong with that. But 6
there's nothing
kids,
wrong
man.
with that, but
48, and he had a
fucking
3-year-old.
man.
That also took down Chadwick Boseman, took down
Mhm.
Black Panther. That's a bitch,
You know the
man.
funny, not the funny thing, but the one thing I
The
heard
funny
about,
thing
he
about
didn't say
cancer is
any. Funny thing about cancer is no Black Panther. So what was it? Endgame was the last one.
yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
tell anyone he had cancer until after.
After
So
they're
he did all
filming,
the filming with the cancer.
really, man.
Man,
I wonder if that's kind of what he did too. Oh wait, no, wait, he had been in 2023 he diagnosed it, but he didn't make it
mm.
public until 2024. So I had no idea.
I forgot. I think I heard it in the past, but I forget. I
Huh.
forgot. But when I saw that, I'm like, dude, we're getting
That's
old.
Yeah, dude. That colon cancer though, that is one of the most ridiculous cancer. Like it's almost like an instant death sentence, man. Because like by the time you realize you have it, it's like spread
Yeah,
everywhere.
that's like
And
one of the worst ones. But did you see that they're coming out with they have cancer cures?
yeah, well, I tell you, man, it's not about. I look at it from the perspective of how do you prevent it, man. And
Man, how do you prevent it?
well, you become regular with your stools. You get colonoscopies when you're supposed to. You get the polyps removed, man.
Speaking which,
That's how you do it.
I got a letter from my doctor saying I need to get a colonoscopy soon.
Yeah, buddy.
And then I
I had
realized,
one.
oh fuck, I'm old.
Yep, I had one. They are not pleasant, but they're
You know,
necessary,
but
and they
the thing
remove
is
some
though,
polyps. The more you know.
the more you got to keep up on it and everything. I mean, look at with my dad.
Yeah,
He
exactly,
just
man.
went in to get checked up because his one eye, it wasn't like his vision wasn't like it's normal, but come to find out he has cancer of the eye.
Ugh.
We had a cousin that had lung cancer. She ran marathons. She never smoked or drank in her day in her life, but she ended up dying because of lung cancer.
Ugh.
Well, that's the thing,
Yeah.
If it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
Yeah, I guess that's how you do it.
Make sure you
But
know your body the best, so you keep an eye on it.
that's very true. It's
And we're in
very
the
true.
process of stopping all cancers.
So yeah, this podcast is actually responsible for curing all types of cancers, and it's been said that if you listen to this podcast, you will not get cancer, says the Journal of Medical Sciences of ones I invented. It's a very popular magazine, so
Very
you should read
popular
it.
thing.
But there you go.
Monster will
Yep.
cure cancer.
Oh,
All
all righty.
right,
Well, kick us
let's
off,
get
buddy.
going. Let's go with dad hacks.
Oh yeah.
All right. So this week I'm going to deal with interacting with your child yourself.
Okay.
Lower the bar, raise the vibes.
Mm,
So, you know how sometimes it's like it has to be done this certain way.
sure.
You know, that's how you think. But, you know, the saying, there's a million ways to skin a cat.
Yes.
As
Allegedly.
kid or something like that.
Yes.
Kids remember energy, not perfection. You
Very
know, be a
true.
goofy dad with a flawless plan. You know, all right, you know, this morning Olivia threw a fit about brushing her teeth. I don't want to brush my teeth. You know, you don't brush your teeth. I'm like, honey, dad brushes her teeth. Dad brushes his teeth in the morning as soon as you guys leave. So I give her an option. I'm like, all right, first option, the easy way, you do it. The hard way, I do it. Or the third option, the funny way, your stuffed kitty does it.
I like
Most
it.
of the time I get the goofy part, but she was a little agitated this morning, so we had to do it the rough way.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's making, like you were saying, it's not the journey, it's the end result.
Yep.
Figuring out how to get it done and being that fun dad or being that fun parent just to get that stuff done.
Yes.
So lower the bar, raise the vibes.
Hmm. I like it. Okay.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said this morning, we had to do the hard way. I mean, as she was leaving for school or for daycare this morning, I don't like you, Dad.
Oh. Oh.
Like, well,
Oh.
your teeth are brushed, so.
Oh man.
And she's
Well,
at that age, the 3.5 stage right now, where she's a little piss fire.
that's right. Well, dude, I tell you, man, that's kind of how they do, and you just got to go with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I guess it's very, dude. Let me tell you, you're absolutely right. You gotta, it's about the end result, right? You gotta cherish it, but you also gotta remain focused at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know what I mean? It's a good way to balance it out to make sure that you achieve what you want to achieve, but also let them grow and be kids at the same time too. So
Exactly.
I love it.
You know, because like with the teeth wise, it's like I bring up to her, do you want teeth like me or Uncle Paul or Pop Pop? Because us
Hmm.
three, we didn't really take care of our teeth growing up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I kind of still do. I only brush my teeth before I go to bed.
Yes. Well, you know.
You know, because in the morning you get up, you're like, I brushed my teeth last night. I didn't do anything. I'm gonna drink my Monster. I'm gonna have my coffee. I don't want anything to screw up the taste of those awesome beverages for breakfast.
Oh, they're the best.
You know, so I mean, I've got to get better at it, but you know,
Right, right, right.
you do what you
Cool.
can to get your kids to.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. All right. Well, my parenting hack I'm going to give you because I just got back and actually applied it. Uh, um, is when you are going to the airport with children, all right?
Okay.
The best thing you can do is board the plane last. Let me tell you why. Because you are, especially if you have young kids who are not really good at sitting still and doing that,
Mm-hmm.
boarding the plane last will get them just it'll sit them in their spots, and there's minimizing the amount of time that they're actually waiting on the tarmac.
Yeah.
If there's one thing kids don't like, it's sitting still, man. So board the plane last, making sure that or at least near in the last boarding group, okay?
Yep.
Try and keep, to one, little backpack or carry-on. Don't go with a full-blown carry-on because, again, if you're boarding last, you don't know if you're going to have enough space overhead, especially if you fly,
Yeah.
like United or Delta. We flew Southwest
Mm.
and got on last, and it was just wonderful because my son, who doesn't like to sit still, he literally, Terry, I should show you the pictures, but my son was awake. Also, time your flights around nap time. That's the other thing. So it was with the plane literally started going on its ascent off the runway at 12:20. At 12:22, my son is fast asleep. So it was funny watching him because he was like, and he was out. So yeah, time
Yeah.
it around nap time, but also get on last to make sure that they get
Hmm.
all that stuff out, all their
Well, that is
sillies
good
and shit.
advice because when we went down to Clearwater with Olivia for the first time,
Yep,
she was 2, 3
sure.
last November, or not this last, but the previous November.
Jude, yeah,
So
two.
right before the November before Hulk Hogan died, because we went to Clearwater and we went to his
Oh,
restaurant
that's
and
right.
everything.
That's right.
Um, we got delayed because of like icing and all this other stuff, and something was sealing right. Olivia was actually fine. We gave her snacks and we put on her movie and everything. So I
All
don't know
right.
if she was excited, but Grandma and Papa were there. Well, Papa's there. Everyone's chopped liver, and she listens to him. I mean, she was a full-on meltdown when Papa yelled at her one day.
Really?
So Papa is her favorite. But yeah, that kind of makes sense because by the time we got on the plane, we waited until towards the last, just for the fact of it was my father-in-law's and sister-in-law's first time on a plane, so
Okay.
they were nervous, and we waited until last. But we ended up being on there for an extra 3 hours.
Jeez. Oof.
But we're gonna try it, or the nap time or early morning.
Ooh.
I
Anyways, there
mean,
we
when
go.
we finally landed in Florida, everyone was like, "You had a kid with you?" I think she was more excited to go to Florida because she was talking about it and everything, and my nieces and nephews were talking about how awesome it is in Florida and all the different animals you get to see.
Right on.
If anybody else has any other tips for
Shoot
flights
us.
with children,
Yes. Or any other dad hacks in general, or if you tried these and they did or didn't work, we need to hear. So
we
hop
can
on.
fine tune. That's one of the biggest things I think we started the podcast is to help other dads because
That's right.
there's a lot of groups out there to help moms, but very few for
That's
dads. Because what was the saying? Fake it till you make it.
that is the saying, yes,
That
allegedly.
is true about being dads. It's like, ugh.
Especially first kid, man, because you just have no idea what to expect. But
Hmm.
you got to do it. That's right. Okay.
All right, let's go on to fun facts.
Hit me.
We are
Time for
going
fun.
back to Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, the link. Big Abe.
Did you know he was a licensed bartender?
Ha! Really?
He
Okay.
co-owned a tavern in Illinois before politics, from pouring drinks to feeding slaves and fighting vampires. He's
Oh,
a
so
jack of all
this
trades.
he does everything, man.
I know.
Okay. Wonder
I
what
gotta
his
find out if
signature
he knows how
drink
to make
is.
bread. If he knows how to make homemade bread, dude.
Homemade bread. Well, I was thinking more along the lines of does he know how to make like the good drinks? Like does he know how to make an old fashioned? Does he know how to make
Well,
like a
it is
Manhattan?
Illinois, so they might not know old fashions. Because when
It's
me and my
true.
one buddy went down to the Chicago, the Cubs Brewers game, we ended up going to a bar and we wanted an old fashioned, and they had to Google it and everything, and
Oh,
they
good
sold us
Lord.
a bottle of brandy for like $100 because it was sitting there for a couple of years because nobody drinks brandy in Illinois.
Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase. In Chicago, nobody drinks brandy.
Well, Chicago, yeah, that's the other thing. Is like, Um, basically, if you're from Illinois, you're basically Chicago. I mean, let's be honest. That's one of those
Well,
states
you
where we're
can't
not really
really
quite
do
sure who you.
that because you look at it, everyone from
Can
Minnesota
you?
is from Minneapolis.
Well, yeah, okay, good point. But you're also comparing shit to shit, so it's cow
Yeah,
shit to
true.
horse shit. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways,
But no, that was actually it's like, is there something we should do a podcast on what can Abraham Lincoln not do?
well, yeah, exactly. That's a special edition podcast. Let's wait till Lincoln's birthday to do
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
we'll do that
I
one.
like that.
All right. You know how we talked about the molasses flood last week
Very popular.
or the week
Yes.
before? Um, do you remember when the Great Chicago Fire happened in 1871?
I do remember this. I do remember it being very, very one of the worst fires up there with like San Francisco fire and earthquake.
It is not the worst.
Peshtigo
It's
Fire?
actually Chicago and San Francisco fire is not the worst.
Peshtigo?
The Peshtigo Fire in
Yep.
Wisconsin in 1871, making
Oh,
it the
yes.
deadliest wildfire in U.S. Around 1,200 to 2,500 people died.
Ooh,
It does not get
yikes.
talked about because it was the same night as the Great Chicago Fire.
That's right. Oh, I forgot about that. Yep,
I
yep,
know.
yep.
I knew it was a fire. I didn't know they were on the same night. I know they were in the same year, but I forgot they were in the same night. But Peshtigo, that's a little north of Green Bay, going towards Door
It
County.
is. Door County, kind of near the edge, the border with the
Yeah,
UP. But damn, I did not know that the same night. Shit.
right.
Wow. Huh.
Peshtigo, they didn't know about it because Peshtigo was a smaller town compared to Chicago.
True.
And I think a lot of it too is the Chicago fire. It was more a lot of people were more on top of each other. There was more people per
Oh yeah,
square footage compared to Peshtigo.
that's true.
But
Plus,
1,200 to 2,500 people.
Chicago, they're a bunch of whiners anyways. That's why we know about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, woo, my city burned down. Oh man, now where am I gonna drink my Malort? And where am I gonna go to see the Cubs play? Shut the
Or the
fuck up.
White Sox or the Bears. My Ditka. You know,
Dick,
like I said, I did not know they were on the same night.
that's weird. That's weird. It could now maybe conspiracy corner. Could it have been the same person who started the fire?
I thought the Chicago
Ooh,
fire was done by a cow.
was it? Maybe. I
I know
think
there was a
the
fire that started a big fire because a cow kicked over a lantern or something.
that sounds about right. I think Peshtigo was from a train came past or something like that. It lit something on fire.
Well,
I don't remember. But I mean, like I'm looking at the Wikipedia, $5 million back in 1871 worth of damage.
what's the
That's like
conversion rate to now? That's got to be in the billions by now. From there to
uh,
now,
according to my inflation calculator, that is about $1.62 billion in damage.
wow. How many acreage
Uh,
got burnt?
according to this, you're looking at 1.2 million acres. Whew. Yeah, that's crazy,
Wow.
man. Hmm. Well, all right. The more you know. That's cool. You got a
Yeah.
third fact?
No,
No? Okay. Well, that's good to know, though. Wow.
couldn't find a really good one. Besides the Peshtigo fire and that.
Well, we can mark this into our conspiracy corner someday about who
Yeah.
actually started these fires.
Or is all
Was
conspiracy.
it
Let's
Abe
see how many
Lincoln?
fires actually started that day to see if it was a conspiracy.
Yeah. Now you're talking here.
There we go. All right, you know what time it is. All right, you know what time it is.
I do. I do. It's 125. No, I'm kidding. It's the Monster
Monster Smash.
Monster Smash, Monster Smash. It's all about the Monster Smash. It's a real fun bash. Grab your cash, come down and listen to Monster Smash. Ooh. Yeah. What do we got today, Terry?
All right, we got the Siege of Constantinople.
Mm.
So if
Formerly
anybody knows
Istanbul.
where Constantinople is, it is where did I put that?
It's currently
It is
Istanbul.
nowadays called Istanbul.
Istanbul. All
All right,
right.
so who fought? The Ottoman Empire, led by Sultan Mehmed II. He was 21
Oh,
years old.
oh, really?
Youngin.
That's a
Against the
big battle.
Byzantine Empire, led by Emperor Constantine.
Halia.
I mean,
Oh,
what's X1?
X1's 11.
11. Defenders. So defenders. So the Byzantine Empire, which was the major empire during that time, 7 to 8,000 troops. Many were foreign mercenaries, attackers, Ottoman soldiers, 80 to 100,000.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
why this one was a major one? Constantinople was a strategic place between Europe and Asia.
Still
Um,
is.
Still is. Major trade and culture center.
Yes.
Um, this is actually the down. This was actually cited as the end of the Byzantine Empire before the Ottoman Empire became a huge deal in that part.
Ah.
It's a major turning point between medieval and modern wars. The city walls were massive, long, then nearly unbeatable. Great cannons, ballistics, game changer. So they had more precision, or not just the cannonballs, more ballistics, so more like bullets.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, more
That's
pointed cannons.
okay.
So the trajectory could last longer because they figured out the velocity and stuff. Um, Ottomans blocked the city by land and sea. Defenders stretched thin, outnumbered. The Ottomans dragged ships over land and greased logs to bypass a chain blocking the harbor.
Okay.
So, final assault was May 29th, 1453. Constantine died fighting the wall. The city was captured. Constantinople became the Ottoman capital, renamed Istanbul. Many Greek scholars fled west, helping fuel the Renaissance in Russia.
Mm.
So I think this was if I remember correctly, this was like the change of how wars were fought back then. Like instead of like lining up like in Braveheart,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and you got more into the
yeah.
Civil War, Revolutionary War type stuff. That's when guns started coming along.
Hmm.
So this was actually a nice. It was very interesting to read about this one. Um.
Yeah, I see often seen as the true end of the Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Ottoman Empire took over. Uh, you're right. Looking at this because I forgot Istanbul kind of is like it's like a city that has like three different little land masses, and then you have some water, which I think is it's the Caribbean or no, Mediterranean. And then you
Yeah.
have on the other side of it the Black Sea. So it's a very important position
Especially going
strategically.
in between Asia and Russia. That's like we
Exactly.
talked about last week. It's all about logistics and the spot you have. How are you going to get something to somewhere who will less travel? That's how you're going to win wars with supplies and everything back then.
Exactly. And yeah, I'm seeing this now. So yeah, so let's talk. So we got to be on the losing side here. So we have to pretend the Ottomans did not win this.
So, but the
But
Byzantine Empire, I might be butchering the name.
how do you spell it? Oh, Byzantine. Byzantine. Okay.
Byzantine Empire. You know,
Byzantine, whatever it
that
is. Okay,
that like
let's
I
just say
said, it's the
Constantine.
numbers. You go 8,000 to 100,000.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is
I'm
where I'm
sorry.
getting tripped
There's
up on.
nothing. You're not doing anything.
I,
I don't
y-
care what you have. You can have Monster. You can have meth. You can have fucking original Coke. You ain't winning with those numbers.
that's far too much of a deficit to overcome, dude.
I
It
mean, even
really
look at it.
is.
8,000 to the minimum attacks of 80,000. That's 10 times.
Yeah. And it doesn't, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's just no possible way in any scenario that I see Constantine's side coming out on this with the monster.
Oh
I
yeah.
think this one is any way you spin it, the Ottoman Empire's taking this one. Yeah, that's far too much of a
Yeah.
disadvantage, man. I just can't see it.
Me either. But like with the whole war and stuff. Well, let's see.
The city had legendary Theodosian walls, but the empire was a shadow of its former self. Basically, just a
Man.
city and a few outposts. Yeah, see, I mean, again,
I mean, it
uh,
went on for 2 months.
I would think because maybe you got a lot of ground to cover, right? I mean, you're talking a big geographical area that's spread out over, the course of a river or like the confluence of two rivers and a sea. So,
Yeah, once you got your numbers there and everything, and you're already fortified into your castle,
right.
and they're blocking it, you're not getting supplies. I mean, two
Heavy
months
cannon
worth of a
fire.
2 months worth of a siege. I don't. There's nothing in the world can help you.
Yeah,
I don't
I
even
think
think they would
it's.
prolong it.
Oh, so this okay. Now this is where this is something I am familiar with. So, are you familiar with the Hagia Sophia? It was a major church, um, a Catholic church.
Okay.
Um, but then, as a direct result of this battle here, Terry, they converted it into a mosque. And now let's go to the all right, here's
I think I
man,
read
here I'll
that
just
somewhere. Because the
so if you
Ottoman
pull
Empire was more of Muslims, weren't they?
they were all yeah, that was Muslim and this was Roman Catholic here, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me, not an
Mahad the
expert, but so
Second, Constantine. Yeah.
if you look at if you've seen this church before, this is a very famous church. These, I believe they're called minarets of Islam, were added after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you look on the inside of this thing, it's just got this great architecture with this huge dome.
Dude, those
But
architectures back then, when they're building churches and stuff, were freaking
the
amazing.
top notch, man. I don't know
Yeah.
why we don't copy any of that today. You know what I mean? Separate topic. But I
Yeah.
mean, look, I mean, so yeah, this was a famous centerpiece church. There was they added these after the fact, but
I think a lot
as a
of
direct result of this, that
yeah,
this is
a lot
something
of
that
the
they did.
Arabic churches do have those.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the pillars are for. Maybe they represent the four pillars of Islam. Maybe there's four pillars. I
Hmm.
don't know,
I don't
but
know either.
it something that they added to that as a direct result of this battle, which is crazy. Like I mean, they this was a big loss, and
Yeah.
strategically looking at on a map too, you think Turkey is a you're right. It's like right. It's not quite Asia, but it's not quite Europe. And this right here basically is saying, hey, Istanbul is part of the Ottoman Empire. It's part of Islam, it's part of
Hmm.
Asia. So
Well, you
suck it.
look at past battles like that, going back to the empires and everything. You look at a lot of them were battled at the same strategic places.
Sure. Yep.
If we go back and we look at Istanbul or Constantinople, how many wars were fought there, or in China?
Yep.
It's all about logistics and everything. Like you said, I mean, there's no way.
I no. I just
I don't even
barring
think
a
they'll
miracle.
prolong it either.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I don't think there's any shot in hell that the Ottoman Empire would take this, man. So pretty simple, but it's an interesting battle. It
Yeah.
shifted,
Because
that
besides
presence.
besides this battle, it got renamed Istanbul.
It's true.
And then the Greeks that were in that area helped feed Russia's Renaissance
Yeah,
compared to where they
that's right.
were back
Oh,
then to that Renaissance era. Well, Russia was actually pretty good during the Renaissance. They came up with a lot of stuff. I don't know where they went wrong, but I think it was a significant war. So I think
yeah.
this week is just more of education.
Educating the people on a very important battle. Yeah, because you look at what it influenced, right? All those Greek people heading west. The Renaissance was a huge time for art, for culture,
Hmm.
a huge piece
I
of,
mean,
world
even look at
history.
it be going from Christianity to Islam.
Right. Exactly,
Because
man.
most of the time you look back, it goes Islam to Christianity during the
Crusades.
Crusades.
So yeah, I mean, interesting though. This is a good one. I like it,
Hmm.
but no, I'm giving this one. Sorry, close but no cigar kind of review there.
Nope.
Oh yeah. All right.
Sports
So up
talk.
next, sports talk. Yeah, baby.
Watch
Didn't
the
we have a
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl? We did have one.
I don't know.
Yeah, a terrible game the first three quarters. One of the most boring Super Bowls I've ever seen in my life.
But there he did set the kicker did set the record though. Most
Yeah,
field goals in a Super Bowl. Most
good for
points
the
as a player.
good for the kicker, man.
I don't know. I
You,
just watching it, it's Drake was not there.
he didn't have time to throw. When you hit that defense and that's how you beat quarterbacks. Any quarter, that's
Yeah,
how you beat Tom Brady is you don't give him any time to throw. And he
exactly.
had zero time to throw, and New England couldn't stop that.
No.
Vrabel didn't do anything to help with that pass blocking scheme, and yeah, it was just doomed. In Seattle, they had a
Their
good
defense
balanced
showed
attack.
up.
Yeah, showed up when it needed to. Had interceptions, forced
Exactly.
fumbles.
It wasn't, I
Commercial.
mean,
You go.
it wasn't the most boring Super Bowl I've watched, but it wasn't the most exciting.
Yeah, it was very
I mean,
very
even
anticlimactic.
some of the commercials sucked. I mean,
Most of them did, man. I couldn't tell you any one that stood out.
the
The
one that
Dunkin'
stood
Donuts
out with
one was
me was a
good.
tight end one.
Oh yes, that was a good one too. Levi jeans.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
The
man. I
Budweiser
don't know.
one, of course.
So let me ask you this: does Seattle stand a chance of repeating based on this? Do you think?
If they keep everybody the same on their defensive side,
Yeah,
because I think they're going to be a powerhouse the next couple of years, just their defense wise.
sure.
Offense, they can keep Walker.
They got JSN reigning
Yeah,
champ
but he
or
did shit in this game, though.
that's a good point. That's a valid point.
Walker, I mean, I think Walker had over 100 yards, well, didn't he?
He did rushing and receiving.
Yeah,
He was a
if
force.
he stays healthy and everything, and they keep going the way they're going, I think they can. If they don't repeat, they'd be back the next year.
Mm.
I think they're going to be a team that's here for a little bit.
I agree with you. I think they're the favorites in the NFC, especially because all the other NFC teams have glaring holes in them.
Hmm.
San Francisco cannot stay healthy. The
Hmm.
Rams are only going to go as far as Matt Stafford takes them. And how long does Matt Stafford have?
Matt Stafford's coming back next
He's
year.
coming back, so there's
Yep.
always a
He's
shot.
coming back here, and I think everyone is still under. I don't think we're losing anybody this year. Um, The
So
NFC West, the NFC North,
wildly unpredictable. It's
unpredictable. I mean, look
right.
at it. Green Bay has one of the top most wins since 2010, but zero Super Bowl appearances.
Zero. And they're not
The
going to win.
Bears, the Bears just choke.
Yep.
The Vikings, well, the Vikings are the Vikings. I mean, they get rid of their quarterback and then he ends up going to the Super Bowl in the next year.
That's right. So,
You
really it
know,
all comes down to is where JJ McCarthy's going to go after he's done with the Vikings because that
hmm
will be your next Super Bowl champ. I'm kidding. He sucks. He's
right?
terrible. But no, you're right. It's NFC South is a joke. I don't see any team realistically
No,
contending out of there. And then the East, okay, you got the Eagles, but they're inconsistent, right? I mean,
they're super inconsistent lately.
yeah, Cowboys, nope.
But
Giants,
no,
absolutely not. Commanders, who knows? So it
if
really
they
is the
go
NFC
back to the
West, man.
Redskins, maybe. And then like the AFC right now, I don't. There's no team really sticking out.
It's a toss-up again, right? Who knows what Josh Allen's going to do with a new coach? Who knows if the
hmm
Bengals are ever going to be back to being a good team with Joe Burrow? The Chiefs, is that window closed? Were the Broncos a one-time, flash in the pan kind of thing?
Is
You
New
know,
England? Are they going to be able to pull it off? Or
right. Can they keep that riding that? It's a joke. And I think Seattle
hmm
right now, and then again, you have now a coach who's been there. By
yeah,
the way, that coach is younger than us, Terry. He was born in
really?
87, but he's like July of 87. So he's younger
Wow,
than
he's
us.
young. Oh yeah.
And yeah, proven winner. You got a
Yeah,
veteran quarterback.
once you get into the Super Bowl, and even if you play at the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl, you have that experience.
Yep.
Because the Super Bowl, from interviews and everything I've watched, it's a whole different game. It's not like, all right, national or the NFC Championship, AFC Championship, you win, you're in. The
Right.
Super Bowl is a different breed.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah.
know, it should be interesting with the offseason.
We'll see how it shakes out. But yeah.
Whoa, did I saw something the other day? Did you hear about
Okay.
the jock tax in California?
Yes. Isn't that
So they
something?
ended up having to pay California to play in the Super Bowl.
Isn't that a joke? Yeah. And on top of that, so like, it was a pretty big amount too. So it's basically you were out there for the whole week and you weren't even working. You were paying to be out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the thing is, for Sam Darnold, okay, maybe it's possible because he's, a super or he gets the big contract. But if you're a
Mm-hmm.
guy making minimum wage, that's a big hit that you're
Yeah,
getting
he
paid
ended
like a
up paying after the bonus and everything. He actually ended up having to pay California like $71,000.
yeah, yeah. So that
So,
is a big one right there.
um, I guess there's
Oh,
not going to be any more Super Bowls in California.
yeah.
We'll fix that. We'll find a place. We'll set up the Super Bowl stadium in Hawaii, and that's where all Super Bowls are played.
Yeah, I love it.
There we go.
It's a good idea. Hey, how about instead of talking about the Olympics, which really nobody cares about, I got this hot new tip right off of Twitter. Listen to this. Kim Jong-un, leader of North Korea, has selected his heir. His oldest daughter, Kim Ju-ae, will be the heir to the North Korean dynasty come the time. What do you think of that? It's a little wow. Whoa. Yeah.
Really? He's going with a female.
That's crazy.
Because doesn't he have a son too?
That's what they speculate he has a son, but it's never been
Never been.
confirmed.
It makes
So,
sense because you want to keep your air going, but at the same time, but in that culture, a female?
yeah. Imagine a female dictator of that country, man. Good Lord. But so she's only 13 right now, and Kim Jong-un, he's like I think he's 40 something.
Yeah,
So, but
it's
this
gonna
is
be a little
weird.
bit.
It is. I'm of the opinion of North Korea, like, okay, They have nukes. Okay. The guy's an asshole. Okay. But guess what? The USA are nukes, and we've
We
had
have more than
assholes.
anybody.
Yeah. So
I
it's
think a lot
really
of with the nukes and everything, they talk about it, but they're too nervous because as soon as someone launches a nuke, we're going to launch a nuke, or England's going to launch a nuke, or Russia's going to launch a
right.
nuke.
I think, man, we just, with North Korea, here's the other thing too. You also got to look at, yeah, maybe Kim Jong Un's a dick, right? But there's 20 million people in that country that he, you know, is affecting. We should at least offer to kind of, okay, hey, yeah, all right, we're not going to come in and we're not going to take you out as a leader, but we'll help you. We'll get you, basic electricity or some shit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you look even at that satellite photo at night,
Right.
North Korea compared to South Korea.
Big difference.
Yeah,
We could get you, at least, get your people somewhat, away from starving to death. But I don't know.
yeah,
I'm not a politician. But that's interesting, though. I mean, obviously they have to keep this dynasty, the Kim dynasty, going. It's weird though. You think a guy who is, the leader of the country, you think he would have a bunch of kids or at least a bunch of wives, because you know,
mm-hmm.
um, his dad had like 5 or 6 sons and somehow
Yep,
chose him. So like, you think he would be banging and having, more kids, but
exactly. Who
yeah,
knows?
it's interesting though.
Interesting. And then the other question is she going to be different than Kim?
Well, probably not.
Or do we need to go over and pull the interview?
Oh yeah,
That was a good movie.
underrated movie, man. Very
Right.
underrated.
That is actually quite interesting.
So,
Okay, going back to sports talk. Did you watch the US versus Czech Republic for curling?
men's curling, you're talking?
Yep.
I heard about it. Didn't watch it though.
Dude, oh my God, that was a good match.
You know, I don't want to spoil my unpopular opinion right away, but
Okay.
actually, wait a minute. It's not, I have a different unpopular opinion this week. I'm sorry, but
Uh,
like to me, man, the Winter Olympics, it's a joke. I'm sorry.
mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan. Summer Olympics, awesome. You got great sports, track and field. But like this, curling, bobsled is the only two events I watch out of how many, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or hockey too, I guess. All right, so 3 events. I don't care about these other events, right? Like biathlon. Who gives a flying fuck about that?
Downhill skiing,
Yeah. Although,
speed skating.
did you see that downhill skier from Italy who took one of those like gates that, they're designed to be hit and then they spring up? He went
Yep.
over it and it smacked him in the
Oh
nuts.
yeah, I saw that one. I saw a
Oh,
meme of it.
and like listening to him like go, ah. I mean,
Um,
that I guess is worth it, but I'm just saying, man, it's not my cup of tea. I'm sorry, I don't get it. And then like the other thing
why
is like,
throw yourself down a fucking sheet of ice on a mountain?
right. You're going like 90 miles per hour down this shit.
Yeah, even
Oh,
some of the that um ski jumping.
you know,
You're up that high and you go jump off. It's like no,
I don't get it, man. You know what I mean? And
me
then
either.
on top of that, like with skiing, man, I thought skiing was skiing, but there's stuff like Super G, moguls, slalom combined. What the fuck is any of that shit mean? I thought it was just
Right?
you going on the hill. So, and apparently there's a difference between freestyle skiing and alpine skiing and cross country skiing, which, okay.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And then
All right.
speed skating is easily the dumbest one out there. It's so stupid. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Winter Olympics ain't my cup of tea. If you're a
No,
Winter Olympic athlete, call in. Tell me what you
and some
think.
of these Olympic athletes in the Winter Olympics seem like they're fucking morons.
Well, and that's the other thing. Where do you train for this shit? You know what I
Colorado
mean?
Springs.
Well, all year or for 4 years? Where can you go
I
downhill
think that's what
skiing?
they did do up in. I think if I remember correctly, the Olympic thing is in like Colorado Springs area, and the mountains up there,
Yeah, you might be right.
or
Not
Denver
sure.
area when they're a mile up. But like,
Yeah, I
no,
was just
it's
out there too. I didn't even
yeah.
notice. I
If I
noticed the
remember
mountains.
correctly, when I was actually looking into it.
Hmm.
All right.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Unpopular
Anyways,
opinion.
unpopular opinion. Yeah, here's an unpopular opinion. Go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you. I hate you. I love you. No, I'm kidding. Here it is. Unpopular opinion. JFK. Ready? Ready?
All right.
Super Bowl halftime shows are the dumbest fucking thing on the planet. We don't need them. They don't make the game better. They are just a way for the NFL to flex their muscles and be like, "Hey, we're so cool. We're hip to it. We're like so
Mm-hmm.
cool."
I mean, you look at it. What was the
Worthless.
halftime show a couple years ago?
Worthless.
Eminem
It was
and
Eminem, Dr. Dre. Okay, great.
yeah. No, I'm
That would
just
have been a
saying.
cool
Like
one.
some of the people that were over at the party, they're like, "Oh, there's a football game going on during the Eminem Dr. Dre or concert." You know.
Okay. My point is though is first of all, it's in such a condensed time frame. You don't get
Mm-hmm.
good sound. Chances are they're gonna lip sync. They're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna play their instruments, and they're gonna do like mashups of a bunch of different songs. And I don't want that, dude. Like even if Metallica would have played at this
Mm-hmm.
uh last Super Bowl, which they should have, which was a massive drop by the NFL in my opinion,
We are going to
being
start a
from San
petition for
Francisco.
the NFL to get Metallica to play. Please
Exactly.
log in and let's get it signed.
Please call into our show. But if you're Roger Goodell, we'd love to hear from you. Call into the show. But my point is like who
I
I
mean,
don't
this year
remember
it
one.
was Bad Bunny. Before that, the only time I've heard of Bad Bunny was Adam or Happy Gilmore too. You know, the year before that it was
But
what you call it, Lamar.
so that's a good Kendrick Lamar, right? So that's the NFL trying to get more fans who aren't really, fans of the
Yeah.
NFL because they already play games overseas that nobody cares
Mm-hmm.
about. So they're like, well, Bad Bunny, he's got a big, Spanish or Hispanic influence and fan base. Let's see if we can tap into that. But if that's what you're doing, that's stupid. It should be a
Mm-hmm.
celebration of the biggest time of the year, and you should just go out and have a good party. But no, no, absolutely not. We oftentimes get the worst possible, setup with. I mean, I go back to Maroon 5, easily the worst band of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's never, whatever. I hate it. It's a pointless, it's a waste of time, and you're better off just going and taking a shit during the halftime. So sorry, Super Bowl
Yeah.
halftime, not my favorite. So if you've
Mm.
played in the Super Bowl halftime show, call us. We'll debate your ass. So there
I
we
mean,
go.
the only halftime show that I really enjoyed was the Janet Jackson nip slip.
Well, again, right? Okay, sure. I remember Prince had a pretty cool one,
Prince had
but
a pretty
uh,
good one.
you know, uh, I don't know.
Trying to think.
Yeah, exactly. How many of those are memorable? I remember Michael Jackson back in the day when he jumped up and he was completely like silent for like 2 minutes while like, everybody was just cheering on. I remember that,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember any of that
The
shit.
halftime, normally during like a football game watching at halftime, I get up, go to the bathroom, get refilled, and then I go sit back in my chair.
Yeah.
And none of the maybe the Eminem Dr. Dre season, just because that's the music we grew up with.
Sure.
I kind of liked, but otherwise, I don't know. They need to figure something out. Even if it comes down to that halftime show, they have the punt, pass, and kick competition.
Right. Do that. There you go. I'd watch
There you
that,
go.
man. That'd be more fun than watching this shit. You know what I mean?
Seeing like an 8-year-old that can punt the ball farther than I can.
Right. But I mean, and the other thing
You
is
know.
too, it's like always about like, oh, who are they going to bring out? Who are they going to bring out? Who's he going to like? In this case, Bad Bunny brought out Lady Gaga
Yeah.
and Ricky Martin. But shouldn't it be about the guy who's performing?
Mm-hmm.
Man. All right. Anyways, that's my unpopular opinion. I'm
Right.
sticking to
I
it, man.
agree
My
with you on
voice is
that
going.
one. All right.
Ah.
It is time for Conspiracy Corner.
You are about to enter the one corner of the internet where anything is possible. A conspiracy like no other. A conspiracy that will corner you. A conspiracy that you need to know. The Reverend Terry Zilmer. Conspiracy Corner.
I am going to talk about chemtrails.
Oh, okay.
Poison
This
from
is one.
above.
Sure.
It's one of those where I hear about it. I haven't really dug into it. I don't think anything of it.
Uh-huh.
People believe the theories say that the white trails behind airplanes are not normal condensation. They are chemical or biological agents being spread for population control, weather manipulation, mind control, and the disease spread. The
Mm.
governments and the corruption are supposedly hiding it. These chemtrails are often considered with normal chemtrails, which linger or spread depending on the atmosphere.
Mm.
Um, Basically, what they are hot, moist jet exhaust hits the cold air at high altitude because the further you get up, the colder it gets.
Yep.
Water vapor freezes in ice crystals. They disappear faster or linger depending on wind conditions, temperature, and humidity. So that's why some trails vanish quickly, others spread out from thin cloud arrow. Same plane, same engines, different air.
Huh.
Why the theory sticks around? These particle matters. Distrust of the government.
Always.
Invisible threats are scarier than visible ones. Real environmental pollution. Global warming activists. Pattern seeking is a very human instinct, and social media amplifies these.
Oh.
I mean, being around, being in the Navy, and with the jets and everything, I understand the hot air, cold air, hot to cold and all
Yep.
that. I can see that. I don't know. I think this is the
So
one that just people want to see patterns with the social media it just became more.
yeah, I don't I've heard this one. I've watched an episode of Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura. Uh, and it's hard for me to say that it is or isn't a conspiracy. Um, I think like there could be some validity to it. Um, because you have no idea what the hell is up there. You can see it. You can clearly see that that's something going on up there, but really, how would you ever test that? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, it's something that has been, been around for a while.
I think it hasn't been
And
around since like jets started flying.
correct. Right, right, right. So again, I personally, man, I don't know. I don't being that high up in the air, can you make a big or can you
Because
do a
what, you're
lot
about a
up in the
mile
air?
up?
Yeah, I mean you're way up there. Well, so I don't know.
No.
It's a weird one. I can't rule that it's completely bullshit, but I also can't say for a fact that it is what it is. I mean,
I
it makes
think this one
sense,
is
right?
just like the whole government thing. I'm thinking this one is more of they're believing the government's smarter than they are.
Which we know is very not true, right?
Yeah.
We know that.
It's one of those interesting ones that's fun to read, but I rate it as like a 2 out of
Yeah,
10.
I would say that's fair. I would agree with you on that one.
It's one of those stupid ones. It's more of you need to get out of your mom's basement
Right.
ones.
Come on, man. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I don't see this. I mean, maybe unless
I mean, I
somebody
mean,
leaks
I mean,
something.
I could see it from someone that doesn't look into conspiracies. Why are some jets you see they have chemtrails and sometimes they don't?
Right.
But what's the effects of a jet engine burning fuel going into I don't even know how cold it is up there. Um,
Yeah. And it's cold. It's cold as fuck up there. But I don't know. Yeah, I would say two is pretty reasonable. I just don't see it happening, man. I think if
no.
there would be simpler way, like if you were trying to manipulate people or do like spread diseases or something, you wouldn't want people to actually see it, right? You want
All
to do it
right.
secretly. So that kind of messes up the
I
whole
mean,
theory.
wasn't it they're
So,
saying that the 5G was what was spreading the COVID virus or some shit like
yep,
that? People were
I've
talking
heard that
about.
one too.
That
Yep,
would make
yep,
more
yep.
sense. Like the 5G stuff closer to the Earth, but you're a mile up. What's the chances of
Right, exactly.
So yeah,
All
2
right.
out of 10.
Yep, possible, but highly unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
All right, it's time.
Cool.
All right, it's time.
You know what time it is. It's the final countdown. Yeah. The final countdown. The only countdown that matters and is gluten free, by the way. So for all you
Exactly.
gluten listeners out there, this is a gluten free countdown. What are we talking about today, Ter?
All right, we're talking about the top Batman movies or
Ooh,
Batmans.
the top Batmans, the guys who played the Batmans. And we are talking across live action only. So,
Eh,
um, well, let's see what you got. Who's your number five?
Val Kilmer.
Same here, man. Same here. Um, love Val Kilmer. He was great.
I loved him as an actor, and he was one of those where he was not your typical Batman.
Right.
He was more
He
the you got feel of the more of the sensitive side,
right.
the
That's what it
emotional
was.
side of it.
Yep. He wasn't the dark, disturbed kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
He uses more of his emotions. He probably physically was the best Batman
Yeah,
between
physically wise, but talking
but
about like how all the other Batman, you look at all the other Batmans, they played him differently compared to like Dark Knight
exactly.
and everything. They
Didn't
did
have
the
that
different
internal
stories.
conflict. He
Yeah.
wasn't troubled by his past. He didn't have those demons haunting him. But
Mm-hmm.
you're right. He was good. Wasn't great, but was good. Yeah,
All
I had him
right.
too. All
Number
right,
4,
ready?
Will
Maybe this is
Arnett,
controversial. Whoa,
the
okay.
Lego Batman.
There you go. Certainly has the best voice of any Batman, let's
He
be honest.
definitely Batman voice wise, he nailed it.
Yeah, for sure. And he has that attitude, right, with
Mm-hmm.
Batman about being, hey, I'm the Dark Knight. Uh, that's a good choice, man.
And
I
he
like it.
and he's got that cocky attitude too.
Yes. I think very solid choice. Um, he definitely. I would like to, see more of those. There was a Batman movie, right? A Lego Bat. Yeah, there was a Lego
Yeah,
Batman movie, which he was good in, and then he was the second Lego movie, which I haven't seen. But
that
there's
was actually
enough
pretty good.
work. Yeah, he has enough credibility that he could, keep it going. So I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
think I think voice wise, just the voice of Batman, he nails it. But I don't think he'd be a good Batman in live action. Because I don't think I've ever seen Will Arnett in a serious movie.
Yeah, good point. Exactly. Um, which I think that's why he works good as the Lego one, because you don't have to see him
Mm-hmm.
actually do the full blown drama filled side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it works good. I like it. My number four, a little controversial. Ben Affleck. Oh yeah, I went there. Um, I think
Hmm.
he gets a lot of shit that's unnecessary. But if you go in and you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Zack Snyder version, not the
Mm-hmm.
shit that was put out the original one in the theaters. Affleck, he nails that role of Batman in this, where he
I
can
put him
be
I put Ben at 3.
really
Just for
wow,
the fact of I liked him in the Justice League, the combination of everyone. I
right,
don't think he would have been a good Batman by himself, but he nailed
bingo,
the cooperation of everybody.
yes, the ability to round everybody out and make
Mm-hmm.
sure that yep, that nail, yep, for sure. I totally agree with you on that part. I think he definitely has the look of the Batman, being the older rich guy, and he definitely
Mm-hmm.
pulled it off. He got a lot of unnecessary shit, man, and I would have liked to see him do more, but it is what it is. But Ben Affleck, my number four. So you
What's
said
your
you have him
number
at
3?
three. I
Yep.
got the OG ROG, Mr. Michael Keaton.
Really?
As yeah, yeah. I liked his
I'm
ability.
Batman.
He was who I grew up with as Batman. He was kind of the go-to guy for Batman that I
Mm-hmm.
remember. And he definitely had that mysteriousness about him. He definitely was able, um, you know, to fit it in there because, Michael Keaton was previously like a comedic actor, and you have to have some little sense of comedy with
Yeah,
Batman.
exactly. I mean, well, before he was Batman, he was Beetlejuice.
Right. So he has that ability to do that
He's
kind
got
of that
that a bit.
scary character.
I
So
mean, Michael Keaton was that was a penguin, right?
no, yeah, it was second
He went
movie,
against
Batman
Penguin.
Returns.
Yeah, and that was
Batman
more of a
Returns.
comic one,
Right.
just because of Danny DeVito,
Very true.
and then everything. That was more of a comedy wise. But yeah,
All right.
number 3.
Number two, who
Be
you got?
interesting to see. Number 2, I've got Christian Bale. I honestly, me, Dark Knight, I really enjoyed because it gave that sense. With all three of them, you watched him grow.
Yes, you did.
I mean, I like that. Like, if there were individual movies, no, but all three of them, I think he nailed it as progressing to being a
Got
better
better and
Batman
better. Correct.
when he finally goes against Heath Ledger and Joker in The Dark Knight Rises.
So I have Christian Bale at two as well. I think he definitely walked that line of seriousness and comedy and the ability to because you have to as Batman, you're the rich Bruce Wayne, but you're also the dark, mysterious guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where you're right, he did get better in each role as he kept moving forward, as he
Mm-hmm.
kept becoming this character. physically, he had the look of it too. Um, the only points that I
Especially in
get
that storyline.
in that one, yeah, in Nolan's Batman's for sure.
Yeah.
I think where I knock him points is his fake voice that he put on. Uh,
Yeah, that was not if Christian Bale had the Will Arnett voice, best Batman ever.
it would have been cool for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's just I don't know why he chose to do that, but he embraced that Bruce Wayne character to the max, and he evolved it and made it his own as he
Mm-hmm.
kind of got further in
Because
the
you look at all the
franchise.
Batman, you go sit and watch all the Batman movies, each Batman is different.
Oh
It's
yeah,
their own interpretation, going from Nolan to
Tim
uh,
Burton, Schumacher.
Burton. Yeah.
All right, number one.
I got Michael Keaton.
Oh, okay,
When I think
okay,
of Batman,
explain.
he's Batman. Like you said, growing up, you know, Michael Keaton's my Batman.
I can't argue with that. I can't. I can't. I think it was a shame that they took him, and didn't do a third movie with him. It would have been nice to
Yeah.
see that. But I don't know if you saw The Flash. He made a comeback in The Flash as Batman, which was pretty cool. But yeah, I can't argue with that. But I have to tell you my controversial pick. And I know this is very controversial. My number one Batman, Robert Pattinson from the new Batman movie. I think,
I heard. I haven't watched them quite yet. I'm
okay,
waiting on Blake. He wants to watch them. We're watching the older
he
Batmans first.
he knocked
But
it
I
out
heard
of
he's
the park.
pretty decent.
He knocked it out of the park. I need to see more of him but yeah, I mean, he was enough.
Isn't there another one coming out?
Yes. I think it's next year, maybe this, I don't know. But
I think it was later this year.
he balanced the darkness of Batman and Bruce
Mm.
Wayne with the comedicness. He didn't do a fake voice. Um, I was blown away by Robert Pattinson's performance as Batman. I definitely feel like he is Batman. So that's my pick.
Okay.
Sticking to it, man.
I'd have to watch that one.
You
Like I
need
said,
to.
it's on our list. We got two movies before the Robert Patterson Batman.
Yeah. It's good. Could have been a little better, but for the most part, I was very just blown away with how he just got
Yeah.
into that as Batman. Didn't make it comic like who was the guy? Adam West. Adam West was that
Yeah.
Batman. He treated it like
Well, you look
everything
back
was a
then, you
comedy.
look at Batman and then Joker too and Robin back then. That was comedic.
Oh yeah, true, very true. But
You know.
the comics are not that. They're more
I
dark
mean,
and
there's a
they're
with
focused.
Batman, there's a fine line. You couldn't do comedian as he is like Bruce Wayne, the millionaire and through whatever that word is. Um, no care in the world. But then you need to be serious when you're the Dark Knight, just
True.
that two different things. I mean, you can get away with a little bit of comedy, but
Yeah.
mm,
So there it is, folks. That's our Batman list. If you think it's good, if you think it's great, if you think it sucks, either way, let us know. And we'll fight you. Literally, we will fight you. All right? You see this?
I will
This is
put it past
Alfred
the
the
man.
Butler, and this is Commissioner Gordon right here. And this is Batman. We will take your asses on. But no, let us
You
know.
know what? One Batman that we didn't talk about that I actually really liked was young Bruce Wayne in Gotham
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
That was actually pretty good. I
I
didn't
give
I
you that
didn't
one.
I didn't think it was Batman because he wasn't really Batman yet,
Right.
but it's nice to have that backstory.
It was pretty cool, man. Watching him get bigger, grow into that role.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again,
Figuring everything out.
yeah. Oh, what's that guy's
All
name?
right,
Hold
one
on.
question. The other question though is then, who's the worst Batman?
Oh, please. It's head and shoulders my pick for not only the worst Batman, the worst actor, the worst maybe person currently in the face of this earth. And yes, I'm putting him ahead of Kim Jong Un and Vladimir Putin. George Clooney. I cannot stand that guy.
Exact. I cannot stand him.
I mean, just a smug, arrogant dickhead. He didn't take it seriously as Batman, and I
And
never liked George
you
Clooney.
had Bane and Ivy in that one.
Yeah, and Mr. Freeze.
And Mr. Freeze, It could have done better. Yeah, George Clooney is right up there with my actors I don't like. The only George Clooney movies I like are the Oceans series.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm
I
not a fan
tolerate
of
those
anything.
because of just the cast itself in
There's
Oceans.
more than just George Clooney in this.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
but
Clooney,
no, I
I
cannot
just,
stand George Clooney.
ugh, I think he's incredibly overrated. I think whatever. This is gonna be a separate,
Yeah,
complete
this is a
podcast
separate
series.
topic. Going back commercials, I just remember one. Did you watch the Dunkin' Donuts one?
Yes, that was good. I
That
liked it.
one was one of my
Very
favorite ones.
funny. It was not only funny, but it had a great amount of cameos in it, which was awesome. So,
How do you like them donut? How do you like donuts? How do you like them nuts? Hi, I'm Tom.
yeah, Brady showing up at the end of it. Oh my God, so good.
So that's it for this week.
That is it, folks. Second week of February in the books. Mark it down, Charlie Brown.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Will
do
we
all
be
that stuff.
next week? If you want
We'll be there.
anything that we want to talk about, let us know.
We're open to any ideas and all ideas, except we will not be talking about George Clooney. So just FYI, if you're a George Clooney fan, this is not the place for you. So please take your Clooney love and disease elsewhere. We don't want you here.
Exactly. And George Clooney, stop watching us.
That's right. Thank you, George.
All
Boom.
right.
Alrighty. See you later, dads. Dads
Deuce.
out.